Test it out. Is the stream back? Is it back? I think we're back. It's not showing the chat on my screen though. Weird. Something's not registering. It's something definitely hasn't registered here. I'm not sure why. But it might be Streamlabs or something. Seems good to you? Weird. Yeah, something's weird here. I'm gonna troubleshoot this. I'll be back. I'm gonna troubleshoot this. I'll be right back. Oh, maybe it's gonna come back now. Troubleshooting. What's going on here? Yeah, because the messages don't show up in chat. Like they're not showing up on my screen. Copy that. It's interesting. I think it's maybe Streamlabs. Yo, Neon B, what's up, dude? Maybe I'll just leave it on this screen. Is the stream okay? Because if not, then I'll just disconnect it and retry it again. Oh, is the stream okay? How is the stream? Oh, a Neon B. Brutal, man. See, it feels like it's still weird. Because nothing's showing on my screen in Streamlabs, OBS. I think it may just ending up coming back. Let me try to update the chat on stream and see if that updates. Because if this updates, then well, let's go with this and continue going. It could just be like a delay with Streamlabs. Let's see. How about malfunctioning? Oh, it's updated. Can you guys see that it says malfunctioning on the screen? You guys can't see that? Oh, so Neon B can. Thank you for the cool tunes. Thank you. Okay, sweet. The chat for some reason isn't showing up on screen, but we'll just keep on going with this. Yeah, Neon B and J Fu are gonna do a collab. Collab coming soon, yeah, yeah. I see why with the black background. You can't even see that emote because I'm using a different screen now, and that is really brutal. I haven't updated that yet. I gotta do that. It's fun to mess around with these different sounds. Cortex engineer, I have a question for you. Are you still getting the RC505, my friend? Malfunction, malnutrition, male, female. I don't like this. You are what? Let's do something with the arpeggiator again. I like that. That's fun. Yo, do you have an electric guitar, Cortex? Or do you have like an acoustic / electric? Because if you don't, you would have to mic your guitar, mic your acoustic, which you totally could. This is an acoustic / electric. I've encountered a few speed bumps along the way with tax season and all, and the holidays. Brutality. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what you make with that, man. An electric acoustic? Oh, so that's the same one you were playing before. It's an electric as well. Like in a / acoustic. That's awesome, dude. And an electric Fender. Oh, yeah, I remember that you showed me that one before. Now I have that matte finish black acoustic electric. Ooh, sexy. Down, 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 wow. Percussion, bass, 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 mojito. Oh, maybe I could arpeggiate one of these weird sounds. Does this mojito thing on here? It has crazy sounds. Let's put on HIRN, heard. Whoa, that sounds weird. Well, these sounds are so crazy. I'm gonna put on something else with that because that's getting really crazy. Hmm. Hmm. The guitar I play on stream is only acoustic. I haven't seen any of your streams recently. When was the last time you streamed? Can you apply the sound effects to the voice from the new thingy? No. That would be really cool though. It's only for the key sounds. Um, what? How am I not getting your notifications, dude? That's so weird. I'll have to um, maybe turn off notifications and then turn them back on. Maybe that would do it. Brutality. 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 Alright, let's try to arpeggiate something on the flip side. Stranger Things, Upside Down World. Hello.
Ahoy.
I knew it. How's it going, my friend?
It's going well.
Good to hear. This
That's a nice set of keys.
man, it's so
Lots
crazy.
of
The
well,
the Novation Impulse, it has let me get this turned up a little bit here. Um, they're velocity sensitive, so if you can really tell when the arpeggiator is on because to see how if I just lightly hit it, it'll be like a darker green. If I just tap it lightly,
actually, no. You're a smart guy. Maybe you can help me with this. Whenever I call in, I have no idea what's going on stream because I have to mute stream because if I don't mute the stream, then I can hear myself talking to you seconds after I've said what I've said.
yeah, because there's a delay.
Yeah.
So when you're talking
So
to me,
basically, right now, I can't hear any of the music that's going on your stream.
there's no music playing. I'm not playing any music.
Oh, well, that explains that.
I was like, oh, that was trippy. Yeah, there's no music. Um, but yeah, because if
But I feel like you've definitely played music before, and I couldn't hear it. Like all I can ever hear when I call in is your voice.
yeah, it's like that because there's a delay because my output from my equipment is being outputted to Twitch, and that's the source that you're viewing. But when you're talking to me live and not getting the delayed version. So if you're listening to something that's not me on the phone, it won't be exactly synced with what I'm doing. Unless like
I wonder if Discord is more synchronized than phone calls. That's what I'm getting at. That maybe there's a way to connect with the chat in a more succinct way. I don't know it. I'm just supposing.
Maybe I think like with like the best like say that I don't know. If it was directly connected as opposed to wireless and it was like extremely good equipment, maybe there wouldn't be any delay. I think
Hmm.
there's a little bit of delay. Oh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. The messages still aren't showing on screen. I don't know why. Hello, Twitch.
Yo, Twitch. Twitch. I'm twitching out.
Cortex Engineer is on the
The
line.
Twitch glitches can be such a bitch.
The Twitch glitches. Yo, yeah. I am going to click on this to make sure it's going to update. Oh yeah, we're going to update a little.
Oh my
topic.
god, I had the greatest meal this morning.
What did you have?
I had eggs Benedict. It was eggs Benedict, but instead of Canadian bacon, it was smoked salmon.
Ooh, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So it's like
So
follow the same.
Poached egg, smoked and spinach, all on a English muffin. So good. And I had bottomless lavender mimosas.
Bottomless? What? What do you have like a never-ending supply? How does that work? Is Naomi hooking you up?
Yeah, you go to the restaurant and for brunch you pay $15 and then you get however many you can drink.
No way.
I think I have about 10 each time I go, but they're tiny little glasses. I think each glass holds about 5 ounces, and I think a full drink is considered 8 ounces. So you have to drink like 2 of them just to get like less than a drink and a half.
So how many do you drink?
About 10. So if I get
Definitely
less than a drink and a half each time, then I drink about 5 drinks, 6 drinks when I go there. But that's over the course of like 2.5 hours.
I'll fly out to Florida
and
and join you on these bottomless mimosas.
Yeah, man, definitely. If you ever end up in the area on your tours, it's my treat, man.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, dude. I think I told you before. I was in Florida when I was young. I was like super young, but I remember going to like this resort. There was like a really hot pool, and they had like a golf course there, and there was like a green right by the pool, like a putting green. And I remember buying like a wife beater, like a black like mesh material wife beater. I was like 12 or something, maybe like 9 to 12, something like that.
That's weird terminology for an article of clothing, isn't it?
Mesh?
Wife beater?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I guess because like that's I guess stereotypical look of men who beat their wives. With the
Oh
muscle
no, no,
shirts.
no, 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 no. You know why it's called a wife beater? Oh, I'm glad I get to be the one to teach you this.
I don't know why.
Not really,
Is it
but
okay?
I mean, I do actually know this little factoid. They're called wife beaters because the strap that goes over your shoulder is the legal limit of the width of a stick that you could hit your wife with.
What? Really? That's bullshit. You can't hit
Yeah,
your
like
wife
back
with
in the
anything.
day, it was legal to.
Oh, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
back
like
in
you
the day,
can't.
it was legal to hit your wife.
Okay, so back in the
So,
day,
so
it
the
was legal to hit
terminology
her.
for the skirt
What?
comes
That's so
from
weird.
the term. Yeah, it is bizarre,
And
and it's
obviously,
actually I learned this from watching the Boondock Saints. It's like the first scene in Boondock Saints
what?
where he talks about the wife beater and or no, oh, he says the rule of thumb, which is the same thing where it's like you could hit a woman with a stick as long as it wasn't longer than your thumb or it wasn't wider than your thumb is long. And if you look at it, your thumb is about as long, about as wide as the strap on a wife beater.
That's crazy. It's
As I said, terrible lore in human society, but whatever.
thanks for that
It's history.
factoid. I had no idea that's why it was named that. Dude, that's so messed up. And obviously it wouldn't have been legal for women to hit men. Yeah, that's really messed up.
No, I mean, I think it's perfectly legal for women to hit men.
No, but
But that's the thing. Like, that was never a problem. And in some cases, women killed men. But that's
oh no, I was going because
that's where
like
they become homicidal.
so it was legal for men to hit women and for women to hit men? I figured it was
Yeah,
just
I
gonna.
think
I figured
so.
it was
I
just
mean,
one-sided. You know what I mean? Like
no, I,
because
I feel like I feel like the whole perception is that men thought that women were less than them. So they thought they need to be able to get them in line and smack them around to get them to understand the sincerity of a situation, which is fucked up all on its own.
yeah, so then
But then
they
at the same
legally
time,
then I guess were allowed to beat them, which is fucked. So I couldn't,
it's
and
like
that's
if
why
we think
I
so
couldn't
little
see it
of
going the
them
other way.
that we need to whack them like horses to get them in line, then if they buck us like a horse, we're not going to be upset and have laws like this horse hurt me or like this dog bit me for a moment. It's like that's just you being a bad master. I mean, like they might be okay with women hitting men, but that doesn't make them good. Like people who think it's okay to hit women are still fucking retarded.
I know they really are. Um, there's a bunch of weird people like
Violence
that.
just isn't the answer.
I know. People like that. They I don't know really what their mindset is. I think a lot of it has to do with low IQ and and unfortunately how they were raised, like with how their parents like taught them how to be, because like a lot of like families unfortunately were racist back in the day, and or a lot of people were, unfortunately,
Yeah.
and then they grew up teaching their kids that. And like even if people have good parents now, they can unfortunately still end up having these messed up views. But yeah, I there's a bunch of reasons. Obviously, you never know. It's a human brain.
Yeah, I love talking about this stuff. I really enjoy discussing it with my lady. She's Asian and I'm Caucasian, so I'm always trying to compare the different types of Asian that we are.
Yeah, she is Korean, right?
Yeah,
And she can speak
and
some
I'm Irish,
Japanese.
which is a what?
Nice. I have a little bit of Irish in me.
Yeah, but that's Caucasian. So you're a Caucasian, which means you're an Asian.
I'm Asian, Caucasian.
Yeah, just but you're a Caucasian. I
Mm.
mean, it's there's a reason that the word Asian is in the word Caucasian. Just
Mm.
like there's a reason that we all kind of descend from Ethiopia, and when you get that 23andMe DNA swab, you'll end up finding out, oh shit, there's like 0.3 or like actually 3% Ethiopian in me, so I'm like part black
Do you think
because
that's
we're all
legit?
part black because
Like
our
those?
ancestors.
Yeah, like yeah, we all descended from
Absolutely,
Africa.
it,
That's
it
crazy.
blew my mind how legit it is. Like when I really processed that information, like I had heard it so many times from so many reputable sources, and then finally, at last, I came to the information myself, doing my own DNA test, and was like, wow, that's incredible. We all come from that place because that's where whatever animal we came from evolved into the next level of its state of being, which is us. And then that's where we branched out and formed different versions of that.
Yeah, it's crazy to like go back in time and try to like piece the puzzle together. Have you seen the podcast with Graham Hancock and on Joe Rogan's podcast? They go into a little bit of this.
No, I don't think I caught the Graham Hancock one.
He he was considered like a pseudoscientist, but just recently he was credited for all. I don't know exactly what it was, but um I'm not gonna be able to give it justice. I can't remember the other guy's name, but I think that you would and Naomi would really like them. You should check it out. Quinn is laughing. Quinn said,
What are you laughing at, Quinn?
"I don't know."
Everywhere the sun touches.
Everywhere the sun touches down, oh, keeping me warm, it's the sun. Oh,
Wait, what were you saying that me and Naomi would be down with? Come again?
oh, the Graham Hancock podcast. There's a few of them.
Graham Hancock,
Yeah,
Joe Rogan. Okay,
but I
cool.
guess what I was thinking of that
Nope,
made me think of
take it.
that is just past history, and it's interesting to hear different people's views on it because some of it ends up turning into being facts, like how the dinosaurs were destroyed because like basically like there was a meteorite that smashed into Earth, well like an asteroid, which then hit the Earth would be a meteorite.
So I have a couple weird theories that I'd really appreciate your opinion of.
Okay.
Okay, so weird theory number one is that Native Americans and Mayans are the most advanced evolution of human beings because they are the human beings that branched off from Ethiopia and went through all of Asia, and then during the land bridge time went through Russia and Canada down into North America, all the way into South America. And that just took a long time to do. So they are the version of humanity that went over the longest amount of terrain, over the longest amount of time, while evolving and changing through the different temperatures and climates and pressures and elevations.
But if we all
So they evolved the most.
but if we all evolve from the same place, um because that's what it's going back to, right? All of us being from Africa, then essentially it seems like we all have the same starting ground, and then from where we branched off, we kind of started having changes after that. Like if you stayed
Yeah.
there, like as opposed to like going to Europe or North America or whatever. I don't know. I think you could look at like certain like physical characteristics, and I think that some of those may be stereotypes, but there could be facts to it. Um, like primitive and like ancestral DNA, but I don't really know. What do you think?
Yeah, but I do think that I think it's fascinating that apparently everybody has Ethiopian in their blood, their DNA,
Mm.
and that's considered the cradle of life. Most, like all reputable scientists, agree that life seems to have started in Ethiopia and then branched off. And it's no coincidence that Ethiopians hold the top 12 world records for the fastest and longest endurance runners. So their bodies are the most highest developed. Whereas people like the Native Americans and the Mayans, their minds were the most developed because they did the exact opposite of each other. Where the Ethiopians have stayed still and focused on perfecting their biological physiology, other races have pushed on and been nomadic and challenged themselves to adapt to different climates and become these other cultures by moving around and constantly resettling. And in that case, it makes their mind able to adapt and their mind able to help their body adapt by contorting to different everyday practices based on different weather phenomenon and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, that's my weird theory number one is that like Native Americans weren't just like the first hippies. They were actually like genetically more intellectually advanced, and that's what put them way ahead when it comes to like you should recycle and use all parts of things, and we're still adapting that as a society. They were way ahead of their time when it comes to things like that.
Yeah, and
And
I hear what
Mayans
you're
had like a
saying
crazy astrological timing.
with I didn't know this was like specifically Ethiopians, but I know that there is like certain people who hold multiple records, or there's a bunch of people from the same area who have records in running or whatever it may be. And yeah, that could be very well because of DNA and just like their genetic structure. That would make sense. But it could also just be because of their work ethic and their training. But some people, it sounds like if that is true and that's actually the case, is they have like a physical advantage. You know, like I guess that could be the case, but
Yeah, but it's not just DNA. I mean, living in a place makes your DNA what it is too. Like you have to live in a place forever, and I feel like if I were to just move to Africa, living in the sunlight all the time, and then several generations down the line, I feel like that's the way it really works. I mean,
oh yeah, like
like we have
everything evolves to
Ethiopian
their
in our
surroundings.
blood.
Like
Yeah,
um
adaptation is what makes us look the way we do. We're all kind of from the same human soup.
yeah, that's that I know it's crazy. Like if you go to like a specific area in the world and you look at the animals, like the animals in that area have adapted and over time developed different techniques and different parts of their body that have helped them survive in those areas, and it's amazing. Yeah, like it takes like millions of years, but I don't know exactly how long it takes, but it's crazy. But I'm gonna come back. I'm actually gonna end the stream because when you started talking about food earlier, I started getting really hungry, and I want to go eat. So I'm gonna eat, but I may be back later. But it's good talking to you, man.
Okay.
Let's talk again soon. And
Yeah, man.
because you didn't tell me your
Definitely.
other theory thing, so yeah, so maybe like around
Yeah, I
6
might do a
p.m. or
stream.
so. You're gonna stream?
I don't know. Quite possibly. I don't know.
Oh, dude.
I've been
Yeah,
messing around with that Tyler Cassidy cover broke down.
dude. Yeah, you should stream. I'll check it out. Or give me something to watch while
Cool,
I'm
man.
eating.
Rock and roll.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
enjoy your grub, and I will catch you later.
Sounds good, dude. Thanks for tuning in. I will talk to you later. Peace out.
Oh.
All right, dude. Peace.
See ya. I'm talking with the
Cortex
engineer.
Yeah,
I'll go.
line. I am going to get some food, yeah, 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 get some food.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, time to get some food. Thanks for tuning in. I may be back later. But Cortex Engineer is gonna stream, so go check him out. Peace out. I'll be back probably. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.